Hey guys, so today while we are watching Michaela and Sunshine work in a public access outing, I'm going to tell you guys all about the things that Sunshine is wearing on her little doggy feet, which are boots. So dogs wearing boots is super important. It can help protect their feet from a lot of things that are on the ground, like if there's ever a situation where there's like broken glass or whatever, just like why humans wear shoes, to protect our feet from dangerous things that might be on the ground or rough terrain on the ground, like gravel that really hurts your feet, that kind of stuff. The other thing that it can really help do is help prevent your dog from getting burns on their feet if the concrete is too hot. So if you feel the concrete with your hands and you feel that it's really hot and too hot for your hands, it's probably too hot for your dog's feet too, and you might want to consider having them wear boots. But one of the main reasons that Sunshine wears boots is because Sunshine has a couple allergies, and it's really helpful to have her wear boots so that she doesn't ever get anything that she might be allergic to on the pads of her feet, because those are one of the more common issues, like in terms of having dogs that will lick at their feet. That can be one of the main triggers for that. So if her feet are itchy, dogs will bite or lick at their feet and they can cause an infection. We want to make sure that we avoid that with Sunshine. So we worked really hard to make sure that Sunshine is able to handle wearing boots so that when she's out, if there's, rough terrain or something that would hurt her to walk on, like it's too hot or whatever, we avoid that. But also we avoid the issue of her possibly getting something she's allergic to stuck in between her paw pads. And the other thing that this really helps with, and this isn't really an issue with my dog or any of my clients' dogs, but it can also help prevent if there's some store owners or owners of public buildings that, normally dogs wouldn't be allowed into. It sort of helps keep them at bay in terms of like, but if I let my dog in, you're going to scratch up all the floors or whatever. Their nails will scratch up all the floors. Well, if they're wearing boots, that is significantly less likely. I tend to keep my dog's nails pretty short. All of my clients do as well. We use nail clippers as well as a Dremel. So that isn't really an issue for any of us. But keeping boots on just also helps, sometimes store owners sort of prevents that issue of like, well, the dog's feet are dirty or they're going to scratch up my floors. Well, they're wearing boots just like people wear shoes. So can't really expect anything terrible to happen if the dog is wearing boots, right? Now, obviously, from like a legal standpoint, it doesn't matter if they think that that's going to happen. If your dog is or isn't wearing boots, that's not like a requirement, and the ADA still protects you in terms of still allowing you and your dog to enter the building. But it definitely helps keep some of those concerns from business owners at bay. Now, specifically, the boots that Sunshine is wearing in this video and the boots that I have Arlo wearing in most of my videos where he's wearing boots, they are called Wagwear boots. And they are kind of similar to Crocs for humans. If you can see, there's the little holes on the top that allow air to flow through the boot, and also when the dog is swimming, it allows water to flow through the boot. So there's a couple nice things about that. First of all, these are waterproof. They are rubber, so if you decide that you want to take your dog swimming, that's definitely something you can do, and it'll help prevent them from getting their feet cut up with like rocks on the ground and that sort of thing. Definitely when Arlo goes swimming, I put my Wagwear boots on him just to prevent that sort of thing from happening. And the other thing that it can help prevent is something that I like to call wet boot. Sometimes dogs will have like a gathering of humidity due to sweat and just other things that'll happen inside closed boots, not Wagwear boots, that don't have holes. It'll get really warm and humid in there, and it can actually sometimes be a really good breeding ground for bacteria and, of course, infection. And, the licking and biting that a dog would do after you take their boot off because it's uncomfortable might contribute to that as well. So Wagwear boots just allow air to flow through and keep the area nice, dry, cool, and clean. As well as, if you're concerned about it getting like muddy or whatever, you can just rinse the whole thing off with water all at once. These are actually dishwasher safe. So when Michaela and I were living in an apartment together and we would go out with the dogs on a rainy day or something and it was muddy, we would take the Wagwear boots, rinse them off in the sink when we got home, and then just toss them in the dishwasher to make sure they were super clean for the next time we wanted to use them. And this isn't sponsored in any way, unfortunately. Wagwear, hit me up. You definitely sponsor me. But definitely they're like a new area of dog boots, and we can use them in so many more situations than we can with other ones, and it's just really great with a lot more practical uses. So they also come in a couple colors. Sunshine and Arlo both have sets of black, but I think Michaela also has a set of pink ones. I know a couple friends who've got blue ones, and I don't know if they advertise this, but I do know that the croc gibbets that fit into normal human crocs also fit into these ones. So don't know if I'd recommend that because I don't know if they advertise it as like something you should do, and obviously your dog could chew it off, but just to put that out there. But that is sort of all I wanted to mention about dog boots today. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in whatever I make next. Bye!